Hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. So for today's video, I thought that we could have a little look at my Kindle. So I know most of my videos are in front of my bookshelf. That is just my physical TBR, but I do have a Kindle and I have roughly around 100 books just sitting on here. But because I have around 200 books on my physical TBR, I have been prioritizing them. But I know I have some incredible reads just sitting waiting for me on this Kindle, and I would love some encouragement to just read them, to pick them up. So I thought today we can go through my whole library. So I actually do have quite an old Kindle. I think this is the Kindle Paperweight, I want to say, 7th generation. It is getting a little bit slow when turning the pages, but it still works, and therefore I cannot justify purchasing a new Kindle just yet. Until this goes dead on me, that is when I'll be buying a new Kindle. And actually, it's lasted me a really long time. Just today, got a scratch on it at the bottom. I don't know how. I have had this for so long. I normally keep my Kindles in such pristine condition. I do not know how I've got a scratch on the bottom, but hey ho. Still good going in my eyes. And on the back, I literally just have a clear case and then a little pop socket. I did have stickers in the clear case, but then I just got a little bit bored. Without further ado, let's jump into my Kindle library. So I've just scrolled down to the bottom of my Kindle library because I believe they're the oldest ones that I have. Some of these I've had on here for about 3 years. I just want to say, like, all these books I have actually purchased when they were like 99p on the like Kindle deals. There's a lot here, and also this is just going to be kind of like a speed round. I'm not going to go too much into them, delve too much, unless, you know, sometimes I do like to ramble, but I'm going to try and just like note the titles, note the authors, and then get on to the next one. But let's go. So the first one I have is The Familiars by Stacey Halls. Then I have Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. I am yet to read an Alice Feeney book, and I really need to get to one because I actually don't have any Alice Feeney on my physical TBR, so I really need to get to this soon, and I've heard Daisy Darker is quite a good one. Then I have The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. The Christina Lauren books that I've read so far, I'm not overly keen on, but I am still excited to read this one just because I have heard great things. The next one I have is Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I've actually not heard too much about this one. I've read quite a few Lisa Jewells. I think my favourite being The Family Upstairs or None of This Is True. I think Lisa Jewell is a very hit and miss author for me. I either absolutely love them or I really dislike them. So yeah, I'm intrigued to see where this one will fall for me. Then I have How to Disappear by Gillian McAllister. Next is The Book Club by C.J. Cooper. I believe this is my lowest rating book on Goodreads of like my TBR. So safe to say, I'm very scared to read this one. I feel like I would still be putting this one off just because it has such bad ratings. But hey, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? The next book I have is Exit by Belinda Bauer. Then I have The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Again, I've not read a Riley Sager book, and I'm really intrigued because I feel like he's quite a big hit on social media, so I'm intrigued to see what his writing's like, if it's good. Oh my God. Okay, this next one, I've been wanting to read for so long, and you know what? This spooky season would have been perfect. I'm actually gutted that I did not pick this up. But we have Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. I've heard incredible reviews about this book. A lot of the reviews that I've read have been 5 stars. But the thing is, actually, thinking out loud, I don't know whether to get the physical book of Hidden Pictures, just because obviously I know that there are drawings in the book, and will that get a bit confusing on the Kindle? If anyone's read Hidden Pictures on the Kindle, I'd love to know because, yeah, I feel like I need to pick up the physical book of that one. Then we've got The Last Thing to Burn by Will Dean. Next we have The Mother by T.M. Logan. Again, I think he's quite a highly rated author, so quite intrigued to read that one. Then we have Babel by R.F. Kuang. Now, I love R.F. Kuang so much. I've read Yellowface. That was a 5-star for me. I've got Catabasis to read, but I've heard you need to read Babel before, or no, you don't have to read Babel before Catabasis, but I think it helps. But again, now I think I need to get the physical version because there's footnotes in the book, which I didn't realize at the time. So I might get that. I might actually match with the hardbacks of Yellowface and Catabasis, so I might get that in hardback rather than read it on the Kindle. Then we've got Grown Ups by Marion Keyes. Then we have Wild by Kristin Hanna. She is my favourite author, hands down. She's incredible. Cannot wait to get round to this one. I know it's going to be no less than 4 stars. Like, if I'm being honest, I feel like it's going to be a 4.5/5. Like, Christine Hanna does no wrong for me. Then we've got When in Rome by Sarah Adams. Then we've got The Christmas Wish by Lindsay Kelk. Then I have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I'm actually really glad to have this on Kindle just because I know this is a mammoth of a book. Equally, I'm really scared to start this. I'm so scared to start the Boys of Tommen series, but at least I have it for when I do want my heart broken. Then we've got The Box in the Woods by Maureen Johnson. Then I've got The Grey Shear by Kim Liggett. Then I've got Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mera. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. I don't actually know if this book is going to be for me. I have heard mixed reviews. I just have a feeling I'm not going to gel with it, but of course I'm going to give it a go. Then I've got Snap Out of It by Maddie Dawson. Next is Her Radiant Curse by Elizabeth Lim. This cover looks amazing, which is making me want to actually buy the physical copy. But no, I'm trying to be a little bit smarter, so at least I have it on my Kindle, but that cover is absolutely gorgeous. Then I've got The Good Part by Sophie Cousins. Next we have The Things We Keep by Sally Hepworth. I'm actually really excited to read this. I believe it's a literary fiction as well. I love literary fiction. So next I have The Wisteria Social of Lady Scoundrels by India Moulton. I don't even remember buying this. Okay, so this is how you know it's quite bad how much books you're buying, because if you can't remember even buying this and having this on your Kindle, that's quite a bad sign, and maybe to just read the books that you have, right? I mean, I know that's easier said than done. It's so hard not buying books, but I do not remember buying that. Again, I'm not sure if that's going to be up my street, but we'll see. Then I have 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. Super excited to get to this one. Although I have heard that this is one of kind of her least rated books. A lot of people rate this last as like the ones that they love from Holly Jackson, so I'm intrigued to read this one. Then I have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I'm so excited to read this one. I feel like this is going to be 5-star territory for me. Then we've got How the Pill Changes Everything by Dr. Sarah E. Hill. I'm actually really excited to read this one because, of course, like a lot of women take the pill, but they don't actually understand maybe the effects and causes that will come from taking it. I'm assuming that delves into it, and I think this is going to be a really interesting read. Then I have Belladonna and Foxglove by Adeline Grace. I think I have heard mixed reviews, but at the same time, I think it's going to be right up my street. Next, I have Almond by Won Young Sung. I'm so sorry if I butchered that pronunciation. I think this is a really tiny literary fiction. I believe it's about a boy that has a brain injury. Then I have The Younger Wife by Sally Hepworth. Then I have Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead. So again, I'm really excited to read this one. I've heard incredible things about this. Then I have The First Day of Spring by Nancy Tucker. I do not remember buying this. I definitely have no idea what this is about, but let me know if you've read it. Then I've got Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. Next we have A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. Again, I don't remember buying this. Then I have Silo by Hugh Howey. Then So Not Meant to Be by Megan Quinn. I haven't read a Megan Quinn book. Then I have The Mirror Man by Lars Kelper. Then I have The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. That is actually on Prime Reading. Again, I'm really excited to read this one. This is a classic, I believe. Heard amazing things. Really need to get to this one soon, actually. Next, we have The Castaways by Lucy Clark. Again, that is on Prime Reading. Next on Prime Reading as well, I have Her Last Holiday by C.L. Taylor. I've never even heard of this. I don't know why I've put this on my Prime Reading. Next, I have The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Now, I'm so excited to read this. I've only heard amazing things. Then I have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I recently read Part of Your World. Is this the second one? I think this is the second book, right, of that saga. I have to double check. Then I have Love Wager by Lynn Painter. Then I have The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Heard incredible things. It's a literary fiction, I believe. Then I have Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Kavanagh. Now, I read 13, I believe it was called 13, by Steve Kavanagh. Wasn't a fan. Wasn't a major fan. So I'm a little bit apprehensive to reading this one. Yeah, I'm not sure Steve Kavanagh's for me, but at the same time, so many people love him. So many people love his Eddie Flynn series too. So I don't know if this is part of the Eddie Flynn series actually. But we'll give it a go anyway. It's on my Kindle, so I'm not going to let it go to waste. Then I've got The Lie Maker by Linwood Barclay. I have no recollection of buying this. It's quite bad really, isn't it? Then I've got Dominicana by Angie Cruz. Heard amazing things about this. Another literary fiction. Then I've got Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. I've got the Atlas 6, I think, behind me. I've not read it yet. I've heard mixed reviews again, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, another one I don't remember buying. I've got Nora Goes Off Script by Annabelle Monaghan. Even the cover is not ringing any bells. I did not think I would have books on this Kindle that I do not remember buying. And even though I bought them for 99p, that still adds up. And that's just quite bad that I have no recollection of buying it. Because then I'm thinking, did I really need to buy it in the first place if I don't even remember the title, I don't remember the author, and I definitely don't remember the cover. Next we have Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Super excited to read this. I've heard amazing things about Leigh Bardugo's writing. I've also got the Six of Crows duology in physical, and I think I want to read those first before I jump into Ninth House. Okay, another book I don't remember buying. We've got Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr. I mean, the title intrigues me. It looks like literary fiction. Okay, I think I must have just been going through a time here of just buying any books I want, because the next two I have no recollection of buying either. So we've got I Will Make You Pay by Teresa Driscoll, and then A Witch in Tyne by Constance Sayers. I can't tell you what these are about. I've never seen these covers before in my life, even though I've bought them. Ooh, okay, this one I'm really excited for. We have got The One by John Mars. I have heard absolutely incredible reviews about John Mars books just in general, especially The One. I feel like that's one that he's kind of well known for. I also have The Marriage Act by John Mars too. Is that a series? Because that's coming up as a series, which I had no idea that The One was part of the series. And it's saying there's a third in the series, so I'll have to check what that one is too. Next we have The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I have no idea. I'm like looking at it thinking, does this ring a bell? This rings no bells at all. Then we've got The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. Oh, next we have The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. Now, I have heard that Rebecca Yarros's like romance stories are actually so incredible but heartbreaking. Obviously, a lot of us may have read the Empyrean series by her, like Fourth Wing, etc. But I'm really excited to read her romance books, actually. Next, we have What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez. Then we have Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. And I actually did not realise that I bought this, but I'm very happy that I have. I was actually so close to getting the physical version. No, I don't have to. So that's actually a really good surprise. Then I have Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors. I feel like Coco Mellors is 5-star prediction for me. I mean, we will see, but I've heard incredible things. Love literary fiction. I also have Blue Sisters in physical copy too. Oh, I have another Linwood Barclay book. I have Find You First. I don't remember buying these. I don't even know if I've seen the author Linwood Barclay. He must be quite big. Then we have The Maiden by Kate Foster. I did not realise I had this. I have got Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Now, Ali Hazelwood, she's not an author for me. She's not an author for me. I read Love Hypothesis. Weren't for me. I'm sorry. I feel like so many people are going to come for me. Just wasn't for me. Then I read Deep End. That really wasn't for me. I think I rated that 2.5 stars. I just didn't like it. I mean, I will read it. I have it on my Kindle. I'm not going to let it go to waste, but I do not have high hopes, and I can't believe I bought that. See, again, this is why you should read books before buying sequels, because right now, in current time, I would not have bought Love Theoretically at all. I would have saved my 99p. That could have gone to another book, but hey ho. Then we've got The Last Witch of Scotland by Philip Paris. Then we've got Outlawed by Anna North. Don't know too much about this, but I do remember buying this one, surprisingly. Then we've got Go as a River by Shelley Reid. Not sure what this one's about, but actually this looks like a literary fiction, which I absolutely love. Then we've got Small Pleasures by Claire Chambers. I've heard amazing things by this author. Then we've got Boy Swallows Universe by Trent Dalton. I have no idea what this is. but it does look interesting, so I'm not mad that I bought it. Then I've got All the Little Raindrops by Mia Sheridan. Then we have The Push by Ashley Aldrain. Now, I've heard amazing things by this. There's actually another YouTuber that I watch called Florence Harvey, and she is such a great YouTuber. She's so entertaining. I absolutely love her videos, but she loves The Push, and actually we have such similar taste. Really love her recommendations, but she rants and raves about this book and it's like one of her all-time favorites. So super excited to read that one. Then I've got The Extraordinary Life of Sam Hill, and I believe it's by Robert Dugoni. Then we have Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Super excited to read this one. Heard amazing things. The only thing I'm not excited about is the cover, because I actually have the kind of TV version. Let me show it to you. It's awful, isn't it? I absolutely hate it when books do that. Like, if I actually see a book in store with like a TV series or a movie cover adaptation, you betcha I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. Then we have The Minders by John Mars. Then we have The Bees by Lalin Paul. I believe this won awards or was like nominated for awards. And I think that's the reason why I bought it. I might be lying here because I actually have no idea what this is about. Then we've got 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I think it's a contemporary romance where it could be quite an emotional read, and I love a romance like that. So I really have high hopes for this one. Oh, the next one we have got Strange Sally Diamond by Liz Nugent. So excited to read this. I've heard that this is such a good read. I've heard it's quite... You need to maybe check trigger warnings. I mean, I don't know too much about it. I don't need to check trigger warnings. Nothing too much affects me. So I will go in blind, and that's the way I want to keep it, I think, because I'm so excited for that one. Then we've got Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier. Don't remember buying it. Then we've got Everyone Here Is Lying by Shari Lapina. Not read a Shari Lapina book yet. Then I have Love Me Do by Lindsay Kelk. Don't actually know if I've read a Lindsay Kelk. Oh my God, I did not realise I had this. This is A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Cole. I've heard really good things about this one. I'm actually really happy I've got this, but the only thing is I actually do not like the cover, hence why I've never picked it up in a physical version, because I see it in the works all the time, but I don't like the cover and therefore it puts me off. But it's on my Kindle, so that's fine. So that's such a pleasant surprise. Next, we have Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I think this is a 5-star prediction for me. So excited for that. The only thing is, I think this is quite chunky and there's quite a few books in this series. So when I'll get around to this, I have no idea. Next, we have All My Mothers by Joanna Glenn. I don't remember buying that, but it does look like a literary fiction. I feel like I keep saying that, don't I? When I don't know what a book is about, I'm just like, it seems like literary fiction. It could be a bloody horror. I have no idea. Then we have Who's That Girl by Mari McFarlane. I have read a Mari McFarlane book before and I really enjoyed her writing, so I'm actually quite excited to read another one of her books. Don't actually remember buying this though. I obviously must have bought it because of the author, but again, I'm not mad. Then we've got Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. Then we've got Her Last Move by John Mars. I don't remember buying this. I've obviously clearly just bought this because it's a John Mars book and it was 99p. You just think because it's a bargain at 99p we should just buy it, but I could absolutely hate his books and therefore I would have wasted about a fiver. Fiver could have gone on other books, but I know it's not a lot of money, but at the same time, you need to still be a little bit wise with your purchases. And I've learnt here that I've not been wise at all. Next, we've got Magpie Murders by Anthony Horowitz. Then we have Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier. We had another Jennifer Hillier books here. I feel like Jar of Hearts actually rings a bell. Next, we have The Good Sister by Sally Hepworth. I've got a lot of Sally Hepworth on here as well. Next, we've got The Good Samaritan by John Mars. Oh my God, I had no idea that I had this either. I've got Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. She is a really top author of mine. All of the books that I've read from Taylor Jenkins Reid has not been below a 4 at all. And actually, Seven Husbands was a 5-star for me. Carrie Soto was 5-star for me. I absolutely love her and I love her writing. Malibu Rising was a 5-star for me. I actually think Malibu Rising is my favourite book of Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I do not think that gets enough love. So if you have Malibu Rising, please read it straight away because you will not be disappointed. But I'm so excited to have this, and actually I might bump this up. That's actually made my night. Next we have Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. I believe this is part of When in Rome. I believe this is like the second book in it. I could be lying though. I thought they were like interconnected. Then I've got The Minute I Saw You by Paige Toon. I've read a few Paige Toon books. I actually really enjoy them, really enjoy her writing styles. Then I have another one by Kristin Hannah. We have got Night Road. It's going to be like a 5-star prediction. Nothing less than a 4-star. She can do no wrong. The thing is, I think I would like all my Kristin Hannah books as physical books. So I think I will get the trophies. I think I want to get the 10th anniversary edition of The Nightingale. My favourite book by Kristin Hannah, and actually I think it's my favourite book ever, is The Great Alone. I need to see if there's like a special edition of The Great Alone. If you have not read The Great Alone, please, I cannot advocate more for you to read that book. It, of course, it's literary fiction. There is so much heartbreak, but it is such an incredible, powerful read. It's just my favourite book in the whole world. I absolutely love it. And do you know, I've just talked myself into buying a physical version because I need the trophy. I need that trophy. Next, we have The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. Again, I actually had no idea that I bought this, but I'm not mad because, again, I saw this in the works and really wanted to pick it up. So now I don't have to. Next, I have The Perfect Find by Tia Williams. Then I have The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. Then we've got The Runaway Jury by John Grisham. Don't remember buying this. I then have The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore. This is the second book in the Dream Harbour series, and I actually did not realise that I had it. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. So actually, I think I might read that one quite soon. Sorry if you can hear any background noise. My husband is making me a tea, so he gets brownie points for that. But next we've got The Wedding People by Alison Espach. So excited for this one. Again, this is going to be a 5-star prediction for me. Literary fiction, heard amazing things. I really believe this is going to be a 5-star. And actually, I would quite like to read this soon. All these books that I say I'd quite like to read soon, I know I'm not going to get to them anytime soon. Next, we've got The Marriage Portrait by Maggie O'Farrell. This was also shortlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction, and I'm a little bit of a sucker for that. If I see like a sticker where it's like shortlisted, I like to check it out. So I believe she also wrote Hamnet, which I have to read. Next, I've got Keeper of Enchanted Rooms by Charlie M. Holmberg. Then I've got The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. I do remember buying this one, but I actually have no idea what it's about. Then we've got The Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden. So hasn't this recently come out again? Because I bought this years ago. I think this has just been republished, hasn't it? With like a new cover. I think Frida, I'm not sure that she is my favourite author in the world. Her reads are very easy. Then I've got This Is Going to Hurt by Adam Kay. This, I believe, is non-fiction. My best friend actually told me to get this. She read this book and she said it was absolutely incredible. And I was like, enough said, I'm going to pick it up for 99p. I have to read it. So Adam, I believe, is like a medical professional. I think he might be a doctor, and I am a bit scared because when I was younger, I could watch anything gory. Like, I love horror films. More gore, the better. But recently, for some odd reason, I cannot take medical gore. I don't know what it is. Like, if I see a surgery on telly or in a TV series, I cannot watch it. It makes me go so cold. But if I watch gore in a horror movie, I'm absolutely fine. Make it make sense. I have no idea. So I am a little bit apprehensive about this one. Then I've got Us by David Nichols. Then I have The Lamplighters by Emma Stonex. Again, I think this was a recommendation from Florence Harvey. Then on Prime Reading, I have The Murder After the Night Before by Katie Brent. Now, I have a feeling I'm not going to like this one. It is on Prime. I do have it on Prime Reading. But I think this is supposed to be like a woman serial killer, but told it in a like comedic way. That's not my favourite type of book. I just don't find them funny. And in turn, that makes me really angry and annoyed at the book. So I'm not so sure this is going to be for me, but it is Prime. I'll give it a go. If not, I'll just send it back to the vortex. Then I have Keep It in the Family by John Mars. This is actually via Prime Reading too. Another one on Prime Reading, I have After That Night by Karen Slaughter. Then I've got another Alice Feeney. I've got Rock, Paper, Scissors. Then I have The Full Risk by Abby Jimenez. Two more on Prime Reading. I have The Ragged Edge of Night by Olivia Hawker. And then I have The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. Again, this was a recommendation from someone on TikTok who I highly recommend. And I've not read a Lucinda Berry book before, and I really feel like that's an author that I should have under my belt. I then have 4 e-arcs from NetGalley on my Kindle currently. The one I'm reading at the moment is The Haunting of Emily Grace by Eleanor Taylor. Not sure I'm loving it at the moment. Then I have The Ivory City by Emily Bain Murphy. Then I've got Sorry for Your Loss by Georgia McVeigh. And then finally, I have The Fourth Wife by, I believe, Linda Hamilton. And that is what's on my Kindle. I do have quite a fair bit to get through. So along with my 200 physical book TBR, I've now got my 100 book TBR on my Kindle. But I am excited. I mean, the more books, the better. I've found some hidden gems on here that I've completely forgotten that I had, and I'm super excited to read. And I feel like I've got a good bunch. I feel like I've got a really good bunch on here. So maybe I should start prioritising my Kindle a little bit more. I say this and I know I won't. But at the same time, I'm definitely going to read my e-arcs first. I read quite a bit on my commute to work. So that's when I get a good chunk of my reading done. But when I'm not working, if I'm travelling somewhere, it's normally by car, which means I will take my physical book with me because primarily it'd be during the day. I still take my Kindle for when it gets to nighttime, and then obviously this has a light. But I mainly do just read physical books. Maybe that needs to change. Actually, on my commute to work, I don't take my Kindle. I read it on my phone, which is a good hack. And I think a lot of people don't actually know about this, but you can download the Kindle app onto your phone and then you can take it everywhere you want. Again, you can buy the 99p Kindle deals and it's on your phone. So food for thought. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and you enjoyed seeing what was on my TBR. Please let me know if there's any books that I have on here that you think I just need to read desperately. Like, I need to read right now. It's an incredible read, 5-star for you. And I might just read it sometime soon. But if you did find yourself enjoying this video, it would mean so much to me if you could like and subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you and talk all things books and know what your favourite reads are. But on that note, I think I'm going to end this one here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.